The highlight of the meeting, the town manager's report.
Oh, for a
that's
loop
We
here.
saw
Excuse
right
me.
of first refusal.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're not taking it back now. I'm fired up and ready to go.
As always.
All right. The new CPA firm that will be acting as interim town accountant / finance director officially took over last week. We wish David Andrews well in his next chapter and thank him for his cooperation and support during the transition. Eric Kinshirf, who is the owner of the firm, was in town hall today for the first time not the first time in town hall as a part of this contract, meeting with our finance department staff, understanding where David left things. He left things in a really strong position for us. So conveniently, the auditors were on site today doing the in-person work that they do. So that is moving along very well. Eric is incredibly familiar with Tyngsborough. He served as interim town accountant at least twice in my tenure here and also has helped us with several special projects. His firm serves as town accountant for like 16 different municipalities across the Commonwealth. So he's very familiar with the folks that we work with at the Department of Revenue, very familiar with our auditors. So that's a very positive step. Speaking of the Winslow School, the public library is seeking former students, faculty, and staff of the Winslow School to share their stories for their Memories of Winslow School Oral History Project. An oral history project collects and preserves individuals' real-life stories. There's no stage and no audience. It's a one-on-one conversation where you share your memories with an interviewer to ensure that your voice becomes part of history. An info session will be held on April 8th at 2 p.m. Recording sessions are available throughout the month. For more information and to sign up, visit tinglib.org/Winslow Memories or call 978-649-7361. Chance writes the best advertisements. It's like a movie script here. Newport Construction will remobilize this week to complete the Mass Works project on Kendall Road. You'll remember that in late 2023, early 2024, the town was awarded a $2 million Mass Works infrastructure grant to develop a new roadway adjacent to the DPW yard, which unlocked a large parcel behind the park and ride to accommodate a 2-warehouse project on the site. The project was a public-private partnership with the developer at 93 Kendall Road, footing the bill on utility upgrades and other improvements in the area. The majority of the work was completed in 2025, but the finished work will commence this week and be complete by June. Remaining work includes cleaning up the pole relocations that took place over the winter, not weekend, sidewalk completion, utility closeout, and final paving. There will likely be periods of uneven road surfaces as the work is complete, so drivers should pay attention to signage and follow the instructions from detail officers. All States Materials Group will mobilize tomorrow to begin the preservation work that was awarded as a part of last year's road program. The roads that will touch this year are Westford Road, Old Ting Road, Swan Road, Norris Road, and Coburn Road. As a reminder, the town began using preservation treatments 3 years ago to help maintain the overall condition of our roadway network while working to repair failed roads as well. DPW Superintendent Zwicker will be here in May to talk about our next year's roads program. But you'll remember that when we hired him as a full-time engineer, our first in 2018, we saw our pavement condition index, PCI, which is how we measure the overall condition of our roadway network, drop each year. So every year the condition got worse. That was because at the time we were only focusing on failed roads. So we would find the worst condition road, we'd be able to do a small section of it. Meanwhile, the rest of our roadway network fell into further disrepair. The failed roads are far more expensive to repair. They often involve relocating drainage, resetting utilities, and so every dollar you spend on those goes a lot less far than it would on a preservation project. On his suggestion, we started introducing preservation treatments to maintain the network, and since then, our PCI has remained the same. I'm not claiming that our PCI has gotten better, but we certainly stopped the bleeding. I think that last time I talked to Jake, if we wanted to actually improve our PCI, we would have to spend something like $20 million over the course of the next 6 years to make a substantial dent. But on the subject of how much money we're spending in roads, I'm fully aware, because I talk to residents every day, that until your road is repaved, it's hard to see the progress that we've made on our overall road network. But I'm here to say that since 2017, where we used to spend about $400,000 on roads in 2017, but that was before we had a DPW or town engineer. So of that $400,000, up to $75,000 of that was spent hiring consultants to come in and design the project. So then we were spending $325,000. That would get us maybe a quarter of a road, not a lot. Today, we spend between 1.5 and 2 million annually on roads, and because we have an engineer on staff, 100% of that money is on roads, resetting drainage. So it's that time of year, the winter just ended. While we plow, we dig up some of the bad roads. I understand people's frustration. Our DPW crews have been out doing potholes where they can. And I know until we hit your road, you won't see that we've made progress, but I hope that at least the board sees that we have tripled the amount of money we're spending on roads. We're spending it all now on roads. And our pavement condition index, which had been for years sliding every year, has remained the same since 2019, which is an incredible. We have work to do, but it's an incredible place for us to be. The yard waste drop-off site on Bryant Lane officially opened last week, 1 week ahead of our posted schedule. Thanks to our DPW for ensuring that the site was cleared and the road ready for traffic. This is the site's third season open, and residents have been great about using the site properly. Just a reminder, though, that the site is available for residential yard waste only, no commercial dumping. Additionally, individuals who leave items that are not yard waste, such as, dishwashers, could face fines from the Tyngsborough Police Department. Residents who need assistance can once again contact our office. We've had several people reach out over the last few years willing to volunteer and help elderly residents who don't have the means of getting their yard waste to the yard waste drop-off site, so appreciative for those folks as well. A reminder that April is town-wide cleanup month. You can pick up cleanup kits at Town Hall in the DPW garage at 89 Kendall Road. Grab a group of friends or neighbors, head to your favorite park or trail, and pick up whatever trash you can. When done, you just leave the bright yellow bags on the side of the road, and our DPW will pick them up. As always, a big thanks to the Sustainability Committee, Health Department, and DPW for coordinating. A final reminder that we're still accepting letters of interest and resume for the vacant executive assistant position in our office. Priority will be given to applications received by April 13th, and then I expect that we'll begin reviewing resumes next week and scheduling initial interviews for the week of April 20th. You can find all of the relevant information for the position at tyngsboroughma.gov under employment opportunities. The Tyngsborough Fire Department was notified late last week that it was awarded $16,000 from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Firefighter Safety Equipment Grant. The fire department has done exceptionally well year over year receiving grants from this program. This funding allows us to replace critical firefighting safety equipment that would otherwise fall on capital or the general fund budget to replace. And then just a few upcoming events and reminders. The Rec Committee hosts the next music bingo on April 17th. You can learn information about that and all of their upcoming programming at tyngsboroughRec.com. Budget office hours for the fiscal year 27 budget begin in April. The first will take place tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the Center for Active Living. On Wednesday, April 15th at 5:30, we'll host a virtual one, and then the final one will take place on Wednesday, April 22nd at 6:30 p.m. here at Town Hall. The Fire Station Building Committee will host a series of information sessions ahead of town meeting. The full schedule was presented to you earlier. It's also available already on the town's calendar, but the first one will take place this Wednesday at 5 p.m. here at Town Hall ahead of their next scheduled meeting. And then town meeting will take place on Tuesday, May 5th at 7 p.m. at the elementary school. Childcare will be provided as usual, and the senior van will run a special trip for those interested. If you're looking to sign up for the senior bus, please contact the Center for Active Living directly, and we ask that you register by April 29th. Sean?
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Included in your packet this evening is a request for comment relative to an application submitted to the Zoning Board of Appeals. The application deals with a request for a variance and a special permit at 142 Middlesex Road to raise the existing structure and construct a new 5,000+ square foot industrial building to be used as trade shops. Typically, the board generally doesn't comment. I just wanted to mention it tonight for your awareness. However, if the board does want to discuss it further, we can add it to your agenda for your next meeting on April 27th. Last week, Economic Development Director Ben McClure and I took part in the Regional Transportation Coalition discussion with representatives from NINCOG, the City of Nashua and Lowell, and other regional partners to discuss the Lowell-Nashua rail connection possibilities. Now, this group plans to meet again in the coming months regarding the extension of the Lowell line of the commuter rail, an issue that, as you all know, has been under discussion for many, many years, but the discussion is, restarted recently, and we're looking forward to being part of those discussions, in the coming months and years, as this will be a very long-term discussion yet again. And then on the procurement and capital front, this week we'll be releasing an invitation for bid on the police station siding and window project that will use money allocated from the capital program at town meeting last May. Bid documents will be available on Wednesday, April 8th at tyngsborough.ma.gov/bids.aspx. Thank you.
Thank you. Once again, we'll open up to the board with questions. Person Eldridge.
Geez, I get to go first a lot
I'm going a
today.
different direction today.
Oh, that's good. I love it. Colin, I am so glad that you added in the piece about the roads. It is amazing. It's this time of year, and I'd love to say it's just Tyngsborough that complains about the road, but that's what we do in New England. We have bad roads, and we like to complain about them, and we can't fix them until the weather starts to get there. So the weather is getting there. I do think it's more than spending 3x. It's 4 to 5 times what we've spent. So from 400,000 to 1.5 to.
I've never claimed math was my strong suit. We spend a lot more.
Political science, right?
Correct.
But I think it's really important for people to understand that we're spending 4 to 5 times what we were doing 9 years ago. And it's still not enough. We know it. It's one of those things where we have to balance with all the things that we have to deal with. So we'll get to them. I would love to, at some point when Jake comes in May, I'd love to understand how roads can last a year or 2 years, and yet we have buildings that can last 70, 80 years. I don't know what we're doing with road technology, but I think there might be a business opportunity for us. But thank you for bringing that up, because I think it's critical for people to understand the actual numbers. So thank you.
Thank you. Person Gilfus.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I also want to talk about roads.
If I had known, I would have skipped it.
I know, it's all good, it's all good. We had that presentation from Jake now a couple of years ago about the different types of road maintenance and preservation and restoration. Is that information on the town website?
You would probably have to spend more time than you should looking for it, but we'll make sure that it's resurfaced.
Yeah, I wonder if we could do, like, in light of the fact that it's top of mind right now. I mean, it's the time of year. It has come up in conversation about the fire station and about prioritization of budget spend. I wonder if maybe we can get Tyngsborough Media to do something about the roads being paved. Like, get a little video, show them out doing the work.
We have a couple videos I can recycle. I think one featuring Mr. Cohen. But yes, we can. I think that was probably our first one after we hired Jake.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
But yes, we will.
If we could put together a package that
Absolutely.
then could easily be shared when folks have questions about this, I would really appreciate it. But looking forward to all of this.
That
Thank
might
you.
overtake your town manager's report if you put that out, though, Colin.
You're right.
so-
You drowned me out.
I don't think you should do that.
That's. I don't want to compete.
Save it for an off week. All set, thank you.
Person Cohen.
I think we still have a lot to do with the town election ballot coming up, so I have no comment on this.
Wow. Person Coughlin.
I want to talk about the roads. No, so, actually, I do want to say, and I'm going to use this, this will be my select board report, but April is town-wide cleanup, and I am disheartened when I drive through town and see all the trash. I mean, it's bad. People's front yards, not just trails, but it's terrible. So just come out and get your yellow bags and gloves and you know, just start picking up trash. So
Thank you. When are they going to pave my road? No, I'm just I'm kidding.
I think you're in year 37 of our plan.
I have no questions. Good report, thank you.